Have you ever laid in bed for hours, staring at the ceiling, just waiting for sleep to come, but it never does? Or maybe you do fall asleep, only to wake up again at 2 or 3 in the morning, mind racing, body restless. You're not alone. As we get older, sleep can start to feel like something we have to chase instead of something that just comes naturally. The frustrating part is you might not even know what's causing it. You might think, well, I'm just getting old. This is how it is now. But the truth is, no. You don't have to settle for poor sleep. Most people over 60 are making the same few mistakes night after night without even realizing it. And fixing them is not as hard as you might think. In this video, we're going to talk about 5 of the biggest sleep mistakes that are keeping older adults like you from getting the deep, restful sleep your body deserves. And more importantly, we'll talk about how to stop making them, so you can wake up feeling refreshed, energized, and ready to enjoy your day again. Let's start with something that might surprise you: going to bed too early. I know that sounds backwards. We've all been told that a regular bedtime is important, and it is. But here's the thing, your body's natural rhythm may have shifted, and trying to force yourself to sleep at 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock, when you're not actually tired yet, can make things worse. You lie in bed, staring at the clock, wondering why you can't drift off, and then your brain starts to associate your bed with frustration instead of relaxation. Instead, try waiting until you actually feel sleepy. Your eyelids get heavy, your body slows down. That's your body saying, okay, now I'm ready. If that's a little later than usual, that's okay. It's better to have a slightly shorter but deeper sleep than to spend hours tossing and turning. And if you're someone who naps during the day, hey, no shame in that. But those long naps after lunch or late in the afternoon could be stealing hours from your nighttime rest. A short nap, around 20 to 30 minutes earlier in the day, can give you a little energy boost without messing up your sleep cycle. But anything longer than that might leave you wide awake when the sun goes down. Now, let's talk about something a lot of people overlook: light. As we age, our eyes become less sensitive to light, and that can mess with the internal clock that tells our body when it's time to be awake and when it's time to sleep. If you're not getting enough natural light during the day, your body might not produce enough melatonin at night, the hormone that helps you fall asleep. So what can you do? Spend a little more time outside. Even just sitting by a sunny window with your morning coffee can help reset your internal clock. And in the evening, dim the lights around your home. Let your body gradually wind down. Avoid the harsh, blue light from TVs, tablets, and smartphones for at least an hour before bed. That light is tricking your brain into thinking it's still daytime. I know it can be tempting to watch a little TV to relax, but if you're sitting right up close to a bright screen, your brain might get the wrong message. If you like a little screen time in the evening, try using a blue light filter or setting your device to night mode. Or better yet, turn on a warm lamp, grab a book or listen to some soft music, and give your mind permission to unplug. Another thing that often creeps in as we age is inconsistent sleep and wake times. Maybe you go to bed at 9 one night, then 11 the next. Wake up early one day, then sleep in another. That kind of unpredictability can throw your whole system out of sync. And once your sleep rhythm is off, it's much harder to fall asleep and stay asleep at the right times. Think of it like your body has its own internal sleep conductor, and that conductor needs consistency. Try waking up at the same time every day, even on weekends. And yes, that means even if you had a rough night. It helps your body find its rhythm again. Over time, your brain will learn when it's supposed to feel sleepy and when it's time to rise. And here's another common mistake: using your bed for things other than sleep. Reading, watching TV, scrolling on your phone, even eating. It might seem harmless, but all of that sends mixed signals to your brain. Your bed should be a signal, a clear message to your body that says, this is where we sleep. When you reserve your bed for sleep and maybe a little quiet winding down, your brain starts to make the connection. Climb in, close your eyes, and drift off. Simple as that. If you find yourself lying awake for more than 15 or 20 minutes, don't just toss and turn. That builds frustration. Instead, get up, go to a different room, do something quiet and calming, like listening to soft music or reading something light, and wait until you feel sleepy again. Then head back to bed. It's all about retraining your brain to see the bed as a place of rest, not stress. Now that we've covered the mistake of going to bed too early, how light affects your sleep cycle, and how inconsistent sleep habits and bad bedtime routines can throw off your rhythm, let's talk about a sleep mistake that almost everyone makes, but rarely connects to sleep issues, and that's what you eat and drink in the evening. Now, I'm not just talking about coffee. Most people know by now to cut off the caffeine by the afternoon. But there are some sneaky culprits that could be disrupting your sleep without you realizing it. For example, alcohol. It might feel like that glass of wine helps you relax and drift off quicker, and in the moment it might. But here's the problem. Alcohol messes with your sleep cycles. You fall asleep faster, sure, but the quality of your sleep takes a big hit. You're more likely to wake up in the middle of the night, have lighter sleep, and feel groggy in the morning. It disrupts something called REM sleep, which is the deeply restorative kind of rest your brain and body really need. Even certain foods can affect how well you sleep. Heavy, greasy meals close to bedtime make your body work overtime trying to digest, and that can keep you tossing and turning. Spicy foods can trigger heartburn or indigestion, especially when you're lying down. If you often wake up with that uncomfortable bloated or burning feeling in your chest, it might be time to rethink what you're eating after 7 p.m. Instead, opt for lighter evening meals, soups, steamed veggies, maybe a bit of protein like grilled chicken or fish. And if you get the munchies later, there's nothing wrong with a small bedtime snack. In fact, a little something with magnesium like a banana or a handful of almonds can actually help your body relax. And let's not forget hydration. Staying hydrated is important, but drinking too much water too close to bedtime? That just means more trips to the bathroom at 1 or 2 a.m. Try to front-load your fluids earlier in the day and ease off as the evening winds down. It's all about balance, enough to feel good, but not so much that it breaks your sleep. Now, this next one is a big one, and it's more about your mindset than anything else. It's the habit of worrying about sleep itself. Sounds strange, right? But the more you stress over whether or not you'll fall asleep, the harder it actually becomes to do so. You lie in bed thinking, what if I can't sleep again tonight? And that anxiety creates tension in your body. Your heart rate speeds up, your breathing changes, your brain becomes alert, and just like that, sleep slips further away. Sleep isn't something you can force. It's something you allow. It's like trying to remember a word that's on the tip of your tongue. The harder you try to force it, the more elusive it becomes. But when you let go, it usually comes to you. Same with sleep. So instead of lying there stressing, give yourself permission to rest, whether or not you fall asleep right away. Say to yourself, I'm just here to rest. If sleep comes, great. If not, I'll still be okay. That gentle shift in attitude can take the pressure off and actually make sleep more likely. If your mind tends to race at night, going over things you forgot to do, replaying conversations, worrying about your health or family, try what's called a brain dump. Keep a notepad by your bed. Before you lie down, write down whatever's on your mind. It doesn't have to be neat or organized, just get it out. It's like telling your brain, okay, you don't have to hold this all night. We'll deal with it tomorrow. That simple act can be surprisingly powerful. Another trick, focus on your breath. Slow it down. Inhale gently through your nose, hold for a few seconds, then exhale slowly through your mouth. Count if you like 4 in, 4 out, or try tensing and relaxing each part of your body, starting from your toes and working your way up. These relaxation techniques signal to your nervous system that it's safe to let go, that it's okay to rest. It's also worth saying this, sometimes sleep challenges in older age are linked to medications or underlying health conditions. Pain, restless leg syndrome, frequent urination, even mild sleep apnea can all impact your ability to get restful sleep. If you've tried everything and still find yourself exhausted during the day or unable to stay asleep at night, it's worth having a gentle conversation with your doctor. You don't have to suffer in silence. There are solutions out there, and sometimes even a small change in medication or treatment can make a world of difference. So here's the thing. Sleep after 60 doesn't have to be something you just accept as not what it used to be. Your body wants to rest. It knows how to do it. Sometimes it just needs a little help from you, by giving it the right conditions, letting go of the bad habits, and creating space for it to happen naturally. There's one more mistake we need to talk about, and it's one that often sneaks in quietly, disguised as something harmless. staying in bed when you can't sleep. It might seem like the right thing to do. After all, you're in bed, it's dark, and you're being quiet. But if you're just lying there, tossing and turning, staring at the ceiling for more than 20 minutes, your brain starts to associate the bed with wakefulness, not sleep. The more often this happens, the more your body starts to believe that your bed is a place for worry, restlessness, or even frustration. That's the opposite of what we want. The goal is to train your brain to connect your bed with one thing: peaceful, restorative sleep. So here's what to do instead. If you're lying in bed and sleep just won't come, don't force it. Get up gently, go to a different room if you can, or just sit in a nearby chair. Keep the lights dim. Maybe put on some calming music or open a book you've already read. Something you enjoy but that won't overstimulate your mind. Avoid screens and definitely skip the news. The goal is to stay relaxed and let your body naturally start feeling sleepy again. Then, when you feel that wave of drowsiness come back, return to bed. It's not about staying up all night. It's about reinforcing the message: bed equals sleep. Over time, this little habit can reset your sleep pattern and help your body fall asleep faster and more naturally. Now, if all of this sounds like a lot to take in, take a deep breath. You don't need to do everything perfectly, and you don't need to fix your sleep in a single night. The truth is, small changes really do lead to big results. Start with 1 or 2 shifts. Maybe it's cutting back on caffeine, turning off the screens earlier, or rethinking that evening glass of wine. Then slowly build from there. You've lived a lot of life. You've earned the right to sleep well. Rest isn't a luxury. It's your body's way of healing, restoring, and preparing you to enjoy each new day. Whether it's playing with your grandkids, working in the garden, going for a walk with a friend, or just waking up without that foggy, sluggish feeling, good sleep supports it all. And no matter what challenges you've faced, health worries, emotional stress, or even years of poor sleep, it's never too late to improve. Your body is incredibly resilient. It remembers how to rest. Sometimes it just needs you to clear the path. And if you've made it this far into the video, I want to say thank you. You're taking the time to care for yourself, and that matters. You deserve to feel rested, refreshed, and fully alive at any age. If any of this resonated with you, I'd love to hear about it. Maybe there's a trick you've learned that helps you sleep better. Or maybe you're just starting to explore this and have a question. Drop a comment below, I always read them. And if you found this helpful, please give the video a like and subscribe for more practical, uplifting tips made just for you. Because here's the truth. You don't stop growing, dreaming, or thriving just because you're past 60. Every day is a new chance to feel good, to sleep well, and to enjoy your life fully. Here's to peaceful nights, brighter mornings, and living your best life, refreshed, energized, and ready for whatever comes next.